Dansco albums. Should we use them? Yay or nay? Hey, this is James with 007 Coins, and I'm back with you for another video. I thought I would share what I got this past week at the local coin store that I have. And I picked up a few of these Dansco albums. I got an Eisenhower dollars one. Susan B. Anthony dollars with the proof coins. And I got a couple over here off the side I'll show you here in a minute. But I just want to kind of go over these albums. I've never actually had one before. Heard a lot about them on YouTube. Some other people were talking about them, and had some, some people had good things to say, some people had bad things to say. So let me go over a couple of the bad things. I actually picked these up used, number one, so they didn't cost me as much as they would new. And that's what I want to bring up. New, these things start anywhere from about $30 all the way up to like $60 I've seen. That's pretty expensive. But anyway, I got these used. These two here are smaller albums. They, Susan B. Anthony wasn't out for a whole long time, so it only has like a page or two in here. Of course, the Eisenhower dollars, that was a short run as well. But anyway, I picked these up used. These were $10 a piece. And some of them, as you'll see, they have somebody made some personal notes in here and wrote on the pages and whatnot. So I guess they were bought, as a big set. And they probably broke them apart and put them in individual flips to sell. But I had a few Ikes, so I wanted to get this album and put them in there. And I got some, looks like my one here has some pretty good tarnishing on it. But anyway, but yeah, there's only 2 pages of these in there. And like I said, this obviously the Ikes were a short run. So, but $10 for that. And also got the Susan B. Anthony, and this one, they do have an album that doesn't include the proofs, but this one actually had it there. This one was also $10, and there's what I have so far in there. Not many. I don't have a whole lot of these to fill up. And then in another album that I have off to the side, it actually had this, and I think it was actually the Ike dollars. They had this page in the back of it for some reason. But this is just a blank page. As you can see, the other Susan B. Anthony's, they have the dates and whatnot here, and like the mints and all. And this is just a blank page, so I guess I can stick some more that I have in here. And I don't know if you know it or not, but in these albums, you can expand the album to a certain point. And add pages as your years go up and stuff like that. But if you look right here, it's got a little screw there, and right here it's connected by two screws. And all you do is you just unscrew them, and obviously the pages are perforated, so you just put them together, screw them back in, and you're done. Who's your uncle? So there's another one. I did get a Roosevelt Dimes album, and this one was in really good shape. It has a little, see, this is kind of what you get when you get some used stuff. It's got a scratch in it right there, but yeah, that's okay. I'm not that didn't prevent me from buying it. But this one was $15, and sorry I don't have wasn't rich enough to find the beginning part of that. But anyway, I do have some older ones, back 69, I think I start on my dimes here. And got quite a few of those. I still got some empty slots on this page. And right here I've got, this whole page is almost done. I got 86 to get in there on that one. And of course this one is the newer dimes. I can find those. But all of these actually are uncirculated. I got these out of some uncirculated coin sets. I broke it open and filled in my album here with what I didn't have already. So anyway, that's the dimes. And then I had the Washington Quarters. And this is another album that actually included the proofs with it. This one goes from 1932 to 1998. That's just before the state quarters come out. And again, I didn't have the first, couple of pages here. Actually, there's an old price tag I just saw right there. It looks like $31.95 is what they were asking for this one. I got this one for $15, just like the Roosevelt Dimes one. This album is in really good shape. But like I said, some of these albums, they were written in and whatnot. But as you can see, I don't have the first few pages. Like right there, somebody had put proof, wrote proof above the coin here that they had apparently. And let's see, I start here again with 69 in my sets. And I got quite a few quarters, but I do have a lot of, and like I say, these are all uncirculated. So I don't have all of these little slots filled. I didn't have too many of the uncirculated coins. I do have the proofs, but I don't want to break those out of the sets that I have. I'd rather leave them where they're at. But I'll eventually get them. And apparently somebody had a 1981 S-filled quarter here, so they wrote it in. This is just the leftover blanks that they usually include in all your albums. But the one thing I will say, the negative feedback that I had is number one is the price. They are rather expensive. The other thing is that some of the YouTubers that I was watching said that they didn't like these albums with the plastic in here because it scratched their coins. Now, I kind of didn't understand at first what they were saying, but now that I have the album, I can understand a little bit more. Each one of these little things, a section right here, this is broke up into 3 sections. It has some plastic sleeves, and here's the plastic sleeves. They're hard plastic. They are still flimsy, but they are pretty stiff. And there's one that, if you look right here, this is a good example because this one's a used album, but if it was brand new, that thing would be so close together you could probably hardly get the plastic out. But as you can see, the cover here actually it's like glued on there, so you have a little slot in there, little slit, and each little slit, you have a front one and a back one. I'll put this one in the back slit like that, and then you have one in the front which you do like that. So after you pull this, or I guess you could pull both of them out, but the way I do it and put my coins in is I leave the back one in, and then I'll take a cloth or whatever and with the coin and press it in with my thumb. And they say that you have to get it even, really even in here, in between this cardboard. And it's just like the Whitman album. It's about as thick as like an old Whitman album. And I think everybody's familiar with these. You see the cardboard there. It's just these, you can't see the back of your coin. And as a collector, I like to see the front and the back of my coin, which is the reason I kind of like these. I've only had these for a week and put a few things in here. So, this is just my first critique of this. After a year or so, pulling them down, looking at them, flipping pages and all that, I'll let you know how they hold up. But anyway, I can see where they're coming from. If you don't have your coin in there just perfect, and you slide this back across, say, the face of your coin, which the obverse part of your coin, it could possibly scratch it. Scratch the finish, especially if you have a cameo type coin and all that, and so yeah, I can see where they're coming from, but quite honestly, I think once you get it in there, if you're just careful and you get it in there properly, you shouldn't never remove your coin again. So So I'm going to praise these albums for right now until I have worked with them for a little bit. And, you know, like I say, the price of them new is they're pretty expensive. But if you have a good expensive set, you know, it's worthwhile to put them in a very good case. But also, let me talk to you about another purchase that I made this week. I do use these sleeves here. This is a 20 count 2x2 page, a plastic page. And I think everybody knows what these are too. You just put them in a regular folder, a 3-ring binder folder. And, you know, you put your extra coins in. And I've got a little thing over here to the side that I can show you. Like you have some extra, like I have an extra quarter here it's almost proof-like. It's uncirculated, and it's just in really, really fine shape. So, and it's a brand new quarter. So I took it out of the roll, put it right here in this thing. So it's circulated, but you know it's brand new in the roll. I consider it uncirculated. As long as it wasn't the two end pieces, you know. But anyway, I just did this, and then you know, of course, you put them right here in your folder. But I made a purchase this week, and I usually use these with a little. You can see the little half moon there. You can put your thumb in there, and you can kind of push up on your flip, your little cardboard flip, and it'll come right out. Well, I actually got these, and they're the BCW protective pages. There's 100 in this box. I picked this up on Amazon for $20. It was $20. I had been spending at the coin shop, I think, 80 cents a page for this, but it's very heavy. And let me put this off to the side, and I'll pull you a sleeve out of here. Let's see, these sleeves here, as you can see, they don't have the little thumb part to push up, but they are very flimsy. They're very thin, and I'm not bashing the company. They just, you know, these do work, but I'm going to tell you how. You know, I kind of cheaped out. I thought I was getting a better product, but like I say, I'm not bashing the company. They do still have a good product, but here's where I found to use these. Okay, I have a quarter. Okay, I can put that in here, and it fits, you know, pretty tightly. You know, it's not just flopping out of there or anything. See, it's still where it is. But now I put my Ike dollar in there, and I put a couple of these 50-cent pieces in there that I have, these little Kennedys, and I put those in there. Well, the weight of the coin, you know, when I turned it upside down to do this, and obviously, you know, you're not going to flip your thing upside down, but you could drop it, let's say, getting it out of the bookshelf or wherever you're keeping it, and the coins will just flop out of there. But I did find out that like the Ike dollars, I have a few of those that are in these little cardboard slabs, and also the 50-cent pieces. Several of those they didn't slip all the way out, but they did slide halfway out of the binder here, you know, where they're at. But now all the dimes, nickels, and the quarters and the pennies that I was putting in here, they did wonderfully well. They did wonderful. So if you're putting the lighter coins in here, these seem to work out really, really well. It seems like the top part here, it's a little more difficult. As you can see, they are like right close to, it's kind of difficult to get it started, kind of, you know, one of those where you got to kind of blow in it or whatever, you know, and get it open, and then put your, you know, your coin in there. But I wouldn't put any loose coins in here. I would definitely just use the flips for this. But this is still a good product. It's just you can't put your heavier coins in there. So anyway, just a quick little tip. And I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day, by the way. And I hope that y'all are enjoying my videos. Please subscribe to the videos so you can stay up to date what I'm talking about and how I kind of have further my collection. And also share my video. Share it with anybody that you know that collects coins and whatnot, and maybe they will enjoy them as well. But I also went, I'd like to make one comment about my coin shop. These little mercury dimes here, they usually run, they're in a bin in the glass case. They usually run about $2.50 a piece. And they just bring the bin out, set it on the counter, and you go through it, and they'll charge you, like I said, $2.50 a coin. Now, if they grab out of a bin, your coals and all this other kind of stuff, they grab it out, and it's $2 and I believe it was $2.20 a piece. Well, I just had them grab me a couple of dollars worth, and in that couple of dollars worth, with a few coins that I had sitting here, I was able to fill in a few of these dates. So I just picked up one of these little Whitman albums here while I was there, and I got home and I just started, looking at dates, and I picked out the best ones I could find, and I got quite a few little coins out of there. I got a couple of real nice ones. Looks like that 37S is really nice shape, and some of them are really, really decent shape. So anyway, especially like the 44D right there, where my thumb is. Get a good close-up of that. I think that's close enough. You get a good idea. But anyway, so every once in a while, just pick you up a handful of these dimes, and remember, it's silver. So always collect this little silver that way, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. Everybody's got $5 on them. Go buy 2 coins if you can. Eventually they'll add up. There's 2 coins right there on the page. Pulled out a 1918 and a 1923 right there. So anyway, that's what I did this week in the coin shop. And remember, always look in your pocket change. You never know. It could change your life one day, what you find in there. So thanks a lot. Happy Father's Day. And y'all have a good weekend. And happy hunting.